Hi YouTube. I have a new mod for you today. I haven't bought a new mod in a little while, so I'm excited. I have seen loads and loads of videos on the Reuleaux DNA 200, and I thought, you know what, that looks cool. But I also thought, I'm not spending 160, 170 pounds on the DNA 200. I don't use temperature control very much. I like to have a good everyday simple mod, and it just appealed to me the fact that it could put three 18650s in there. I don't even go up to particularly high wattages, to be quite honest. So you know, the battery life is going to be fantastic. But here it is. So the Reuleaux RX200 by wismec, manufactured by wismec, designed in California by JoyBo, and this is the box. So I got this a couple of days ago. I had it on pre-order, so it came a couple of days ago, so it would have come on the 3rd, I think, 3rd of December. And there you go. So that's the box. The RX200, a new version of the Reuleaux, although it's obviously not, you know, it came out pretty much around the same sort of time. Designed by JoyBo, still features the use of 3 removable 18650 batteries with reverse polarity protection. However, the new and powerful chip has a maximum output of 200 watts and advanced temperature control functions including titanium, nickel and stainless steel modes. The upgradable firmware and vibrant color options set this apart from the rest. So I went with the black version, and inside the box it's very simple, nothing really. There is a small user manual, and then there is a USB cable for charging and for your firmware. I like the fact that you can charge it. I know that you don't. I take my batteries out most evenings to recharge, but I also like the fact that you can charge it via the USB port, because it's something that you can use on a daily basis and plug it into the wall rather than having to have, you know, lots of batteries rattling around in your pocket. But yeah, so here is the device. It is the black Reuleaux. I've got a dripper on there. I've got the Phenotype L on there at the moment. Let's just have a quick vape, shall we? Lovely, lovely. This device, it fits lovely in the hand, as you can well see. It fits really nicely in the hand. It's got a it's just got a very nice ergonomic fit. It doesn't fit so well in the pocket. It's a heavy, weighty mod, and it does sort of, if you're wearing, I don't know, if you're wearing a suit, for example, it's not as handy as having a little EVIC. However, they are very similar in terms of size, height wise. It's just the width which makes a difference, and obviously you're going to get much more battery. So the back door pops off, and there are your 3 18650s. I've got 3 3000 milliamp hour eFests. They're always done well. I bought some new ones for this device, and that's it. So firing at 50 watts. Let's have another puff. Dripping some Smacks Pony on Acid. I think it's a lovely juice. I'm running out of this one actually. I need some more, but it's very quite mellow actually. I was thinking maybe it might be worth doing some juice reviews at some point, because I've got to a point now where I'm comfortable enough talking about them, because I know what I like. I've tried enough juices to make it worth doing a video and having some comparisons, some frames of reference for them. Cool. So let's see if we can go down and have a little look in more detail. So here is the device. Let me just take the atomizer off. We've got a 22mm catch cup in the top, so it'll fit nicely with all of your 22mm drippers and your 20mm tanks, 22mm tanks. However, it does work fine if you put something bigger on, like a sub tank. So the original sub tank, that actually looks quite cool. If you can see, when you do that, it's actually flush across there, which is kind of nice. So it makes it quite a big weighty device there. Let me take that off, put that somewhere aside. Now, in terms of the device itself, you have your battery door, which is held on with 4 magnets. It's got a nice finish. It's got a similar sort of finish to the EVIC, obviously being made by extension by Joytech. It's going to have similarities in there. And then you've got your batteries, which go in positive, negative, positive, negative, and then on the top one, negative, positive. Nice and easy to get out. It's got reverse polarity, and these are all spring loaded. Nice and clean battery tray in there. As you can see, it's noted where everything goes, and a good long ribbon. So if we just pop those back in, I noticed with these batteries, you need to get them nice and snug. Otherwise, you don't get the best fit on the door. I can actually see a gap there, and I can see the colour of my batteries in there. Now, I don't know why that is. Pisses me off a little bit, actually. There's also a bit of a gap, machining gap in the edges there, but it doesn't really matter. This was $59.99 plus batteries, which obviously, however much you want to spend on your batteries, has Reuleaux RX200 printed on the bottom, if you can see. And then you have a little Reuleaux logo on top of there. And yeah, so then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is going on? Why aren't you? Now, there appears to be something wrong here. Let's just have a quick jiggle. Yeah. There we go. I must have just had that the wrong way around. So there you go. There is your display. It's still got a fucking gap. That's really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's off. Now, quite a cool little trick that you can do with this is if you hold down the up, down wattage buttons and the fire buttons for a little while, then you get a little display which tells you your battery voltage. So the battery 1, 2, and 3. So it tells you how much voltage your batteries are putting out, which is it's a gimmick really, but it's kind of cool. So you know that your batteries are going to discharge at the same sort of rates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts you into that. It's locked. Hold down these two. Unlocked. And if you want to cycle through modes, so it's currently in wattage, which I use mostly. 1, 2, 3. Nickel. 1, 2, 3. Titanium. 1, 2, 3. Stainless steel, and then 1, 2, 3. Back to wattage. You've got your battery there. You've got your voltage that you're going to be putting across the coils, and then you've got your ohms. You can lock the resistance, you can flip the screen. I won't show you how to do that because it's boring, but yeah, it's a very nice, clean, straightforward mod. It's a little bit rattly here and there, you know. I mean, I think you're going to find that there's going to be some tolerances in here which are going to, you know, which could potentially frustrate people who are a little bit more OCD, which it is actually frustrating me ever so slightly. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, so that's the device. As I say, it fits very nicely and snugly in the hand. You've got a spring-loaded 510 connection there. And yeah, it's a bit of a juice magnet. It gets very juicy, and it's a pig to get the juice actually off the device, again like some other of the Joytech-esque devices. But yeah, there we go. Let's pop an atomizer back on here. I think it looks cool with these atties on. I like the phenotype at the moment, particularly enjoying that. Let's pop that on. It also gives you a timer. Gives you a timer when you fire. As you can see, gives you a puff timer, as it were. Let's come back and let's have a quick vape. Cool. There we go. Just reminded me, it's got battery venting at the bottom, lots of holes for battery venting. It's also got some holes to cool down the device, I believe, in the sides there. But hey, that's it really. Lovely vape. Nice, handy device. Works great with the dripper, works great with the tank. It's going to give you loads and loads of versatility when it comes to what devices you want to use with this, whether you want to use your nickel, titanium, stainless, canthol, whether or not you want to use a tank or a dripper. The world is your oyster with the Reuleaux. And I think, you know, in terms of size comparisons, everything else really has been your box-shaped device, and I've always thought the Sigelei is a large box. I love the Sigelei 150. I think it's excellent. It's probably one of my favourite mods. But the issue is that you can't charge this. Now I know people will, most people who buy these sorts of devices will have access to a charger, so like an i4 or an i2, one of the Nightcore chargers, and I know that most people will use them. The issue is with the Sigelei, obviously you need to pop out your batteries, and that, as I say, it's not a problem. But if you are vaping heavily and you're away from home or you're away from your house, you know, and you don't want to take your charger with you, or you can't take your charger with you, then it can potentially be a bit of a problem. So I love the fact that it gives you the flexibility to charge via the USB port. Also, there's the firmware updating that you can do via that. But yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching. All comments are welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks very much.